I've never been.
Can you legally come to America?
I'm not like
on-
John Fury or anything.
what's it called? You know what that was about?
But about the mafia, the Irish mafia. Fucking mad, right?
But the tricky thing is, I actually understand Tommy's situation.
Tommy's just been roped into this sort of thing. Yeah.
And you can't because what they're using him is for leverage, right? Like they're going to bring him into the fucking office, ask all about it. And Tommy's just like, I'm just fucking hanging around these
Tommy's
people.
the last person you want to ask anything to.
Wait, really?
Well, he's just a kid, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's like a good looking lad, but he's not like...
He seems kind of sweet.
But he's not going to hack into NASA anytime soon. Do you know what I mean? You guys don't have to worry about national security with Tommy Fury.
What are you saying?
You know what I mean?
What are you saying?
Well, I'm just not saying he's not the smartest person you'll ever meet in your life. He's just a nice guy. You know?
He's a nice guy.
Yeah.
But is he like a fucking idiot? Is that
What?
That's not what he said.
was that what you were saying?
That's
Like,
Do you know what I mean? There's a lot of Furies. There's only one Andrew Tate. I've got to be careful with these Furies. Nah, I like the Furies. They're good people.
No. Dude, I felt bad for Tommy because I know that situation where like
He could have made $2 million,
bro,
and it was robbed from him just because he knew a guy.
Yeah.
Brutal.
And it would be hard for him if he went in there and started answering questions.
Oh, yeah. That's not worth $2 million.
Right? Like that's more stress for everybody.
I think his dad seen it coming because his dad did a video on social beforehand being like, we can't go to America, so it's got to be somewhere else. And I think he knew like,
oh fuck.
yeah, because his dad can't get into America because he gouged a man's eye out years ago.
Really?
I don't know if you know about Big John, but Big John's a character.
Is his dad a bad man?
His dad's a bad motherfucker.
Talk to me.
For sure. Like, he's a big guy. Like, he's in his 50s, and you think to yourself, not many 50-year-old men who you'd probably think twice about, like, in that regard, but he's up there.
Big guy.
His hands are like shovels. He's more intimidating than Tyson Fury.
Wow.
Get out of here.
Yeah, because he's the guy who created Tyson. Like, he's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Like, he's just like... Yeah.
And you got to drink 30 Diet Cokes a day to cope with what your dad did to you. That's probably a scary motherfucker.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. He it says on the internet like he gouged a man's eye out over a debt. You know what I mean?
That makes sense.
He was a journeyman boxer, but like
I remember that.
Yeah, like bare knuckle and all that as well. But very talented actually. Apparently, I think that's probably why he put his sons into it and trained them up. You know.
Yeah. I mean Tyson.
When Tyson, you know, when Tyson beat Deontay Wilder, they had a live camera on John in this country because he couldn't get in America. And he screams at the camera and he goes, "That's what's come out of these balls!" Like the ultimate proud dad comment, innit? Fucking crazy.
There's a great conversation that he has on the phone with his dad.
Oh yeah. That's
That
on
almost
that
made
same
me cry,
bit. Yeah.
dude. Like it was so vulnerable, and
You're
he was
the
just
best man that ever lived,
bro. And I was too strong for him, Dad. I rolled him right over. Oh, dude,
That's great.
It was so cool.
I love that moment.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah, he seemed like a little kid. This is the heavyweight champ in the world.
Talking
He
to
looked
his
like he
old
was
man.
13 years old.
Still a child though in that moment.
Yeah.
That's what happens when your family loves you.
Yeah,
I think that's what we
yo,
can.
real talk, dude. Like,
some hugs.
yo, it was honestly, and this is maybe a hot take about Tyson. I think that Tyson is the greatest heavyweight ever. I think he's the greatest, which makes him probably I don't know.
What's the boxing expert saying though? What do you think?
I agree with that one.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Do you mean that in the sense
For
of
heavyweight, yes.
if they all
Not
fought
great
If they
as
all
heavyweight.
fought each other, I don't think anybody could beat Tyson.
because of right, okay. Yeah.
I think the size, the skill, now the power. Earlier in his career, he didn't see this power, and all of a sudden, like he's just fucking dropping
I
people.
think Usyk could give him some trouble.
Oh, he's so small, dude.
He's not. He's not.
Usyk's what, 6'2"?
No, but when you meet Tyson, although he's like he has weaknesses as well though. Like he's big, but if you watch Anthony Joshua versus Alexander Usyk, and then right afterwards watch Deontay Wilder versus Tyson Fury, how slow the Fury Wilder fight went is alarming. You realize the pace that Usyk sets is light speed. So I'm not saying that Usyk would beat Tyson, but I think he'll give him a lot of problems. This is the fittest heavyweight we've ever seen. No one is as fit as Usyk. No one, not at that size. Like, he's 6'3" as well. People think he's a small man. He's massive.
But what happens when Tyson starts leaning on him? What happens when he grabs him up and he leans on him and you got 300 whatever fucking pounds he is?
I don't think he can get close enough with how with how fast Usyk is to employ that you can do that to a Wilder who's gassed after 2 rounds. Usyk's feet never stop moving for 12 rounds. He does 4-minute rounds with 30 seconds rest in training. He is the fittest guy. Like, I'm not saying that. I just think calling it over and like Fury's talking right now about, oh, I'm the greatest in my generation. You haven't fought AJ. You haven't fought Usyk. Okay. Lennox Lewis fought everyone.
Look, Lennox is the other one.
Yeah.
Right? And Lennox got caught by Hasim Rahman. I think that hurts the legacy. But like Lennox was the other one. I was like, I don't really see anybody beating him. Before that, it was like, and again, this isn't even my generation just watching it. Like Larry Holmes was fucking unbelievable, right? I mean, were you, no, you're younger than me.
I went back and watched though. Like I interviewed Muhammad Ali's grandson recently. I don't know if you've seen
the kid
that.
who's boxing now?
Yeah. And it's called like The Legacy Continues. I was watching old Muhammad Ali videos and
I mean, Ali was unbelievable. Ali also at the peak weight.
Is it like fair to compare someone though and say greatest ever when without Muhammad Ali, the Fury ain't going to be doing half the shit he's doing right now? Like, is the innovator, the original creator, the greatest? Or is the guy who watched that and went, oh, let me put my... You know what I mean?
Well, I mean, like, when it comes to boxing, it's like, who would win? Like, that's just what makes it
I guess if
greatest.
you're saying that, then Fury's probably right up there, yeah.
Who was the most influential?
Yeah.
Like, nobody's going to be compared to Ali.
It is tough with 50 years of science, technology, everything 100%. Else.
Because who knows? What if Muhammad Ali was raised now? Like he'd probably fight at cruiserweight, and he'd be like the most dominant.
Or he would have grown up a lot bigger because he would have been fed a lot more, and he would have been a huge guy. But I think that Fury's wins, his best wins against Klitschko and Deontay, they don't. There's just not enough of a legacy right now for me to go like. When you look at what Lennox did or what all the wars Muhammad Ali, like to me, being great is not just winning all the time. Being great is like overcoming adversity, and no one had more than Muhammad Ali because when his legs were gone, he came back. Yeah, the guy was a punching bag at times, and he still overcome it.
I mean, that's what led to the last thing you want to know about yourself as a boxer is you have a great jaw. And early in his career, he was never touched, and later in his career, he found out that he could take a hit. I mean, that Frazier fight where he gets his jaw broken, and then goes to decision. I mean, that's insane.
Have you seen Mike Tyson's clip where they say like, "What do you think of Muhammad Ali compared to you?" Like, and Tyson starts crying. Yeah, he's like, "He's willing to die for this, and I'm not him." That was when I was like,
"Yeah, no, Ali is a different dude." My pops was a journalist, and he would get to interview Ali a lot, and he has like footage of him like shadow boxing with Muhammad Ali. It's like the craziest thing ever.
Wow.
And Ali as a joke, he goes, "What do you box? Oranges?" But he asked Ali before Frazier. He goes, "Dude, not Frazier." He asked Ali before Foreman. He goes, "How are you going to beat this guy? Like this? If people don't remember, like when Foreman fought Frazier, which was before Ali, he hit Frazier with an uppercut that lifted him off the canvas. Like the power was different. Like nobody had seen this before, right? So." The idea that Ali was going to come back and like fight him, it was like, what, are you crazy? Like he goes, how are you going to beat this guy? And he goes, Ali goes, here's the thing, like you do what you do. All these people, you do what you do. You know how to be a journalist, scientists know how to be scientists. Like I know how to box. I'm just going to get it done. It's simple as that. Like, there's not even a question in my mind, I'm going to beat this guy, and you're stupid to think that I'm not going to beat him. Like, the supreme confidence. Everybody thought it was bullshit, and he goes out there and he fucking gets it done. And that wasn't the original strategy. The rope-a-dope was not the original strategy. But he just found a fucking way.
Did you hear Foreman's interview on him where Foreman was like, I hit him, and it was just like...
I never experienced...
Yeah, he said, I felt like I was in there with someone on a sort of like supernatural. Like, and I think that the power of the mind is like, you really see that in fighting sometimes. Like, I think realistically, Tyson Fury probably shouldn't have won a few of his fights against Deontay Wilder. There, like,
he said
when he got nailed to the floor, like when he got dropped twice in that round, how many fighters get back up and then knock this guy out? But he's got it up there where I think religion helps fighters as well.
Talk to me.
Well,
this idea that like
that God is with you in there and all of that. Like, I think Muhammad Ali had that. And one of my mates who was a really high-level amateur boxer, I boxed for Great Britain, and that he was like, I wish I was religious, because it seems to fucking motivate the hell out of these fuckers I'm fighting. Do you know what I mean? He's in there as a fucking atheist thinking, for fuck's sake, I wish God was with me right now.
Yeah, because like if they die in the ring, they get to go to heaven.
They're convinced that there's nothing to risk yet. Do you know what I mean?
It's a huge advantage. It removes the urgency of survival.
Maybe they should make suicide bombers boxers.
Yes.
Just saying.
Whoa.
That's a
Putting that out
great
there.
idea.
That'd be a good promotion. That'd be crazy.
There we go.
I've been saying I want a Pakistani champion. We could really just get this done.
Loser blows himself up.